Welcome to the Minneapolis airport. This airport is huge and very, very spread out. So whenever we come here, we tend to have to do a lot of walking. If we do have a long enough layover, we love to stop at the lounges here in Minneapolis. So I thought it would be really fun today to do, since I have a really long layover, to do a review and comparison of the lounges. So I am about to head into the first Delta lounge. This one is near F gates, kind of in between F and G gates. Kind of give a comparison, kind of see which ones are better and which ones have kind of better seating, better food options, better just overall vibes. So anyways, come along today. Okay, I'm just leaving the first Delta lounge. I went in there, did a quick little tour, just kind of showed off what they have, grabbed a little bit of food. My review of this one, that's probably my least favorite Delta lounge here, just because there's not really a good view. It's just so, everything's just so open. But really, can you complain about a lounge? Not really, because they're all pretty awesome. But if I was gonna critique it, like the food layout is amazing. 2 coffee stations is amazing. My daughter loves the make your own, like create your own lemonade stand they have there. Lots of seating, so that's a big perk there, but it's like so open. It's just like one big room. So I kind of like this other Delta lounge a little bit better, but we'll kind of give a review there. Like I said, food was amazing. Didn't have to wait for anything. Could easily find a seat, which was good, because sometimes that can be a bit of a struggle in a lounge. But yeah, overall, I would say solid 7 out of 10. Okay, I made it down here. It wasn't too far of a walk, a little bit, but it's kind of nice to have the steps when you've been sitting on an airplane all day and you're about to sit on one longer. It's nice to kind of get out and walk around a little bit. So now I am about to head into the other Delta Sky Lounge, which I just found out when I looked at the app that there's actually 3 in this airport. So maybe if I have enough time and I feel like it, I'll swing by and check out the 3rd one. Then we can really kind of compare the Delta lounges. But anyways, gonna go into this one. Been into this one before. This is definitely one of my favorites. So gonna go in here for a while, get some stuff done. But yeah, let's go take a tour. the things that I loved about it were that it had seating that was kind of split up. You didn't feel like you were all on top of each other. It was kind of easier to find a little spot that was a little bit quieter. I love the view because the view is, you can see out the windows, you can see the planes, you can see planes taking off and landing, and it's just great to kind of see that. The other Delta Lounge here, kind of near F gates, is just like shaded out windows where you can just see like cars and stuff, so it's definitely not as nice of a view. I just love to see the planes kind of coming and going and kind of think, oh, where are they coming from? Where are they going to? It's just kind of the fun hustle and bustle of travel. Food though, so the desserts at this one are better. They always have really fun dessert choices here. The coffee, of course, is always great. But the food, one thing I'll say is drawback is the food's like all the way in the back corner, which is a little bit weird to go all the way down this hallway to get to the food. The food choices were different, which I thought was very, very interesting because the food, I thought it would just be the same in all the Delta Lounges. Well, it wasn't. It was totally different. I'm glad I ate dinner at the other Delta Lounge because it had a much better food selection than this one. So that is my hot take there. Interesting thought that they're not all exactly the same, which I kind of thought they would be, but they're not. Okay, after this very, very long walk from C, all the way through C, all the way to the middle part, all the way down G, I finally made it to the third and final Delta Lounge. I don't think I've been to this one before, so it'll be interesting to check it out. I don't have a lot of time because it took me so long to get here, but I'm gonna go in, check it out, take a little tour, so then we'll kind of know in the future which ones are our favorites. So take a tour. Just finished up my tour of the Delta Lounge down here on G Concourse. I almost skipped it because I thought, oh, it's gonna all be similar. It's way down on G. It'll probably be small and, you know, not that exciting. I am so glad I did not skip it. That is the nicest Delta Lounge I have ever walked into. Oh my goodness. The food looked amazing. Again, different food though, which I thought was so interesting. They all have different food. I didn't try any of it, but I do feel like the first lounge I went to that had the Asian food was probably the best. But the layout was incredible. The seats looked so nice. The views, 10 out of 10. Not only could you look down and people watch at people's gates, which is kind of fun, but you also had a great view of the planes coming and going. And everything was gorgeous, big, huge seating, out in the open seating in little nooks, also tons of window seating, which was so cool. So next time we come to Minneapolis Airport, which is which is all the time, and if we have enough time, will definitely be going down to G8 because that lounge was insane.